young vineyard is like a young child. The first years or two take a lot of care, and it sets it for its lifetime.
Where once acres of tobacco farms dotted the landscape, today in Duplin County you will find acres of vineyards.
This is the leading variety of muscadine grapes grown in North Carolina, and the easiest grape to grow. This is a variety called Carlos.
David Fussell is the man largely responsible for the resurgence of grape growing and winemaking in North Carolina. It was not an easy journey when he started in the early 1970s. The locals called his winery the factory of liquid sin. Winemaking was frowned upon, especially for a man who was teaching the Bible at a Christian school. But Fussell took a gamble that at one point left him bankrupt and facing the loss of his home. It was his wife who convinced him to keep going.
I wanted to quit, and my daddy, who was our financier to keep us afloat, he said, quit. And she said, no, we've worked too long and we make too good of a product to give up.
That tenacity paid off. Today, Duplin Winery sells nearly 350,000 cases of wine a year.
Your total is $182.83.
And they have over 1,800 acres of vineyards across 4 states.
This is good soil for grapes. Back before tobacco was our leading crop, grapes were.
Just 15 years ago, Duplin Winery employed only a handful of people. Today, more than 80 employees are on the payroll, along with 43 contract grape growers.
Duplin Winery just opened the market around here as far as the muscadine grapes. I think these grapes might be another crop for the farmers. Find some more markets, more revenues for the grapes.
What helped Duplin realize an explosion in growth were studies that suggested potential health and anti-aging benefits from wine, thanks to the presence of antioxidants and resveratrol in the grapes.
Since I found out that the seeds contain more antioxidants than any other part of the fruit, I've started eating the whole grape, and it will not hurt you. We feel like that in moderation, Duplin wine is healthy. In excess, it can be deadly. In abstinence, it's acquired taste.
North Carolina has the opportunity to create unbelievable number of jobs because of what we now know to be the health benefits of the muscadine grape. It's the power berry of all the berries. It has 40 times more resveratrol and 7 times more antioxidants than the vinifera grapes, which are not indigenous to North Carolina, such as the muscadine.
Muscadines are far too fruity, so we refer to this as a soft drop.
Duplin believes there's a lot more potential for their grapes than just wine. Its sister company, NutriGrape, makes muscadine grape nutraceuticals, supplements and other products made from the skins and seeds of the grapes.
For eastern North Carolina, I think this offers one of the best opportunities for jobs, because the muscadines are relatively easy to grow. They're indigenous. There are quite a few variety, and thanks to the Fussell family and Duplin Winery, they have led the way.
Duplin Winery is still very much a family-owned company. David Fussell and his sons oversee the operation. Harvest is a busy time at the production facility.
You get in, you like to smell the grapes. Up there when we're in the grater, we're smelling, we're feeling for heat. These grapes, of course, will be pressed and we'll extract the delicious juice and chill it down right away, trying to bring it down to about 38 degrees overnight.
It wasn't that long ago when Duplin had a 50,000-gallon capacity at its winery. Now it has 1.2 million. They sell 30 different varieties of wine, and the winery has become a big draw for tourists.
We're thinking that we generate about $18 to $20 million worth of revenue, tourism dollars for the Duplin County.
The Fussells have even bigger tourism plans for Duplin County.
We hope to build a place that folks come and experience nature.
They want to move their winery to this spot off I-40 in Rose Hill. It will be home to multiple gardens, including this biblical garden, a farmer's market, and eventually a hotel and spa.
This site is so pretty that it could be a rest spot. And so our hotel would not only be a place to stay, it would be a place to get away and rest and recuperate.
Rest is not something the Fussels seem to do much of themselves.
Ever since '96, we've been sort of growing as fast as we possibly can grow without borrowing any money, because we don't want to borrow any money. We hope to grow into more states. Right now, we're the 32nd largest winery in the nation, but we're only in 17% of the landscape of the United States. We're only in, I think it's like 8 or 9 states right now.
I remember telling my college roommate, who is one of my best friends, I said, you know, if we could ever just get to 40,000 cases of wine a year, I said, we'll be set. And of course, I keep on making it. Well, if we could ever get to 400,000 cases of wine a year, we'll be set. So, you know, you're never satisfied.
Just next door to the winery is an abandoned textile mill, a reminder of the job losses and the economic hardships this county has faced. The Fussels believe muscadine grapes can be part of a much brighter future.
We are providing some real good jobs with good futures. And one of the best things that you can do for a person is give them a good job.
They have contributed so much to the economic growth in this particular area, but also to the rest of the state as a result of the leadership that they exemplified and the leadership that they gave to the people of this state.